You want to know appropriate job titles for your specific skills. Welcome back, genius. You're here because you want to know what is a marketing advisor. Maybe you're studying and you're thinking about what future career awaits you. Or you're a business owner growing your staff and you want to know what kind of skills should you be looking for. Or maybe you're already in the industry and you're looking at repositioning how you show up in the marketplace. My name is Vivian Olodun. I am an author and entrepreneur. I wrote the book Stumbling Through Adulthood. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about my bread and butter, being a marketing advisor, and why I chose to call myself that and what expectations come with it. If that seems interesting to you, subscribe and keep watching. A marketing advisor is most similar to a marketing consultant. They are the person responsible for coming up with marketing strategies for companies and to be able to implement those strategies with a team or staff. They are like a conductor or producer, juggling all of the different elements in a marketing campaign that includes the advertising, branding, and the overall presence of that brand. The person in that role is responsible for making sure that all of the strategies speak to the core values of that business, and they're able to highlight the products and the services that the business offers. Stay to the end. I have something special for you. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, you can. I am Vivian Ola on all of the platforms. When a consultant is done with all that thinking and plotting, they then need to shift gears and be able to implement those things with actionable steps and really to be able to tell people what to do to make these things become real. Between a marketing consultant and a marketing advisor, I think there's some specific differences. I stopped calling myself a marketing consultant because of three very specific things. First, how I interact with my clients, how the strategies are carried out, how often I work with the client. By the time I posted this video, I would have been in marketing for 17 years. Comment below and tell me how many years it is between the time that this was posted and the time that you watched it. I used to call myself a consultant because I came from a corporate environment. And as I grew in my business and was able to actually create a new business, I found that I didn't want to work with stuffy, large companies, but I still wanted to be able to support them and serve them. So what I did was I separated those clients who work one-on-one with me and then those clients who work with my company. So if someone is working with me, with Vivian Olodun LLC, I want to work with someone who's super creative. I want to be able to interact with them and I want to co-create campaigns. Now, if someone is working with a super large company, then it would be most appropriate for them to be able to work with my company called Flourish Media. Flourish Media is always working with larger corporations, and there isn't so much touchy-feeliness to the situation. And since I have the choice, I choose to work with entrepreneurs who are really in the meat of it, who are growing their businesses, who are in the trenches, and I like to co-create with them. So when I looked at my book of business and I started to ask my existing clients what type of role I played with them, not my company, not Flourish Media, but me personally, what was I bringing to the table? They repeatedly came back to me and said that it was the most important thing on how I presented strategy and how I was able to help them think larger about their brand. So because of that feedback, I thought it was appropriate to change my title from a consultant to an advisor. Just a bonus note, whatever you advertise, that is what you will get more of. So if you're a person in the industry and you are going to be able to grow your business, keep in mind that how you present yourself is going to dictate what type of clients you get. And since I wanted more of those meaty, awesome entrepreneurs who are very creative, who are down in the trenches, who are very present in their business, who are confident enough to challenge the ideas that I give them, but ultimately we're able to co-create campaigns that suit the core values of their brand. Because I wanted more of that, I changed from calling myself a consultant to using their words and calling myself an advisor. Let's talk strategies. So it's my responsibility as a marketing advisor to come up with strategy. And when I started my business, a lot of the work that I did not only had to do with programs and projects that I had already done, but I was very, very hands-on in the implementation. You know, if someone was working with me and they wanted to have a social media campaign, it was me who was writing the copy, working with a designer to come up with the graphics, posting it, scheduling it, doing all of those things. But as my business started to grow, it really was just completely impractical for me to do all of the work myself, which is a big part of why Flourish Media was born. Because while I come up with the strategies, Flourish Media is the entity that carries out these ideas. Now, as Flourish Media started to grow and my personal brand started to grow, I was getting more and more quality clients and had the choice to choose clients who had larger budgets and ultimately had their own team. So my responsibility as the marketing consultant really shifted to an advisory role, not only working one-on-one with the business owner, but also because our job together was being able to put together actionable steps that their staff could carry out. Now, if for some reason they did not have a staff or they weren't at that, at a place where it's a task or a project that they wanted their staff to take care of, again, that work would go to Flourish Media to implement. Now, you may be familiar with coaches or trainers. There's a number of different coaches. Coaching is a huge industry that continues to grow. I would not call myself a coach. Although I do think it's appropriate for me to call myself an advisor or a trainer, because I do get very hands-on in the strategy and in making sure that you understand how to implement these things. But, you know, to a lot of different people, these terms are interchangeable, so you can take that for what it's worth. I work with my clients on retainer. Using the word consultant and the title consultant in the industry, in practicality, when you're using it from day to day, has the impression that you're going to be working on one project at one given time. So that means your client might be launching a new location. Maybe they have a new venue, they have a new product, they're going to be launching a new service, and you are going to be the consultant to help them to deal with that specific issue. Now, that is not the kind of relationship that I have with my clients. Typically, we're working together for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or 12 months. And specifically, those are the retainer options to be able to work with me one-on-one. And because of that, the duration of the time, I wouldn't say that a consultant is the appropriate title, just because our work together can be ongoing or it can be something that's done in a shorter amount of time. But because I work with my clients on retainer, more like what a lawyer or a therapist or just those types of service industries, because it's that type of work, then it wouldn't be appropriate to use consultant, just because of the shifting understanding of what it means to be a consultant. And because consultants are usually used for a specific project that has a beginning and an end. So there you have it, my answer for why I call myself a marketing advisor and not a marketing consultant. Thank you for making it this far in the video. I hope that you found the information useful and you can apply it in your own life. And since you did make it this far, go ahead and subscribe. You're going to enjoy some of the other videos that come up on my channel. I try and talk all about being a marketing advisor, different things that come up with being an entrepreneur, and all of the different types of elements that come out of being an entrepreneur in this day and age, where you have so many different mediums to be able to share your business with others. So, since you made it this far, please check in the description box. I have something special for you. I want to give you a copy of my ebook and a ticket to the Flourish Media Conference. I mentioned Flourish Media a couple of times in this video. They are a marketing training and development company based in Miami, Florida. We work with small business owners, helping them to be able to activate and show up as a larger brand would. They really get the full scope of exposure for their brand. But not only do we do it for them, but we also show you how you can do it for yourself. If that seems interesting to you, then don't hesitate to jump down in the description box, get a ticket to the Flourish Media Conference in Miami, Florida, and a copy of my ebook, Stumbling Through Adulthood. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Oh, you're still here. I mean, since you are, it seems like it makes sense for you to watch another video, right? You should check this out. But if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. Now, I know the algorithm does tell on you, so I do know that you watched this video and probably didn't subscribe, and that's okay. Watch another one and see the value.